Hey everyone, welcome to the Common Pencil. Today I am making a bit of a quirky, spontaneous watercolor painting, and I will also talk about embracing the inner artist and what it feels like. For those who are curious, I will also talk a little bit about what took me so long, and that topic is connected to embracing the inner artist, in the sense of that one thing led to the other. So what are we making here today? I saw a pile of stuff in the neighborhood that from the right angle looked like a person. It looked like a person was sitting on a chair with flowers for hair. And it made me so happy that I wanted to paint it. So as soon as I had the chance, as soon as I put my baby to bed, I ran to my painting supplies, set up my stuff and started sketching. For the sketch I am using my HB graphite pencil and I am sketching on Fabriano watercolor paper. I like using tape to make sure my sketch doesn't fall off the paper, as it were. I sometimes have a bit of a hard time staying within the limitations of the paper. But yeah, that's what the tape is for. As soon as the baby cool started lighting up, I grabbed some colored pencils to remind myself of which colors I had in mind for the painting. Usually I would be using my Winsor & Newton old, reliable, affordable travel set. But for this painting I thought, live a little. I wanted to use my Daniel Smith watercolor paints that have been stuck in the tube for over a year and I didn't know if they were still functional, so I had to test that first. And the set I had didn't have any white, so I did take a white Winsor & Newton white. I don't remember which white. But here you see me test if the paint still works. And it hasn't split in the tubes, it hasn't crumbled up. It's still perfectly fine and so vibrant and such a dream to work with. I'm very happy with these. The colors I've landed on for this painting are pink and blue. I will mix red and blue together to create a nice shade that I like. And at the end you'll see me brighten things up with some orange yellows. The topics I'm going to talk about today are a little bit sensitive, a little bit personal. I'll start by explaining what took me so long to show a little sign of life, and then roll into how those circumstances had me embrace my inner artist. So, I got a baby! I got a sweet, sweet baby boy. His name is William and all is relatively well. But soon after our son was born, we learned that there was a medical thing that needed some extra care. We've been in and out of hospitals quite a lot, without having that much energy to do anything other than care for William and exist, basically. What I do under circumstances that are a bit tough is I hide from the world. I hide from the internet. I don't really talk to anyone other than the people in my nearest, in my inner circle. It's not very smart when you're trying to build an online community. But family comes first. Now we are very close to being done with all the hospitals. Very close. And there's little pockets of time showing up here and there where I can sketch a little bit, paint a little bit, show a little bleep of life. And it's lovely. But yeah, now you know what took me so long. My son. In that time that I couldn't really make anything, that there was no time for anything creatively, that's when I realized that I am an artist. It's because on the inside I started to feel drained. Not just because of being sleep deprived, probably that didn't help, but I couldn't make anything, I couldn't express myself. I know it's difficult to talk about because it's personal and I'm trying to keep it light. I don't want to talk about it like this. I think maybe that's it. I don't want to talk about it in such a bleh type of way. Making art is fun. It's awesome. I love it. I've always loved it. But I didn't realize how much I loved it until I wasn't able to do it. So what happens when you recognize the artist that you are? When you accept it? It's like an acceptance. Like, yeah, this is me, and I accept this. I accept me. I'm okay with this part of me. When you start embracing your inner artist, for me, I felt peaceful, like a relief. It's both a wonderful and a bit of a scary experience, because when you realize something to the extent that you can't deny it anymore, I feel like I have to do something with it. I can't just roll into another office job. Well, I would be fine. I can force myself to be fine. But it's not going to be pleasant. So embracing your inner artist has many sides, many beautiful sides, but also the side of, well, shit. Now what? So that's where I am now, basically. The now what? I would love to work in a creative field. I don't know how I'm going to go about doing that, but I will. I feel determined now, like this determination. I found my path. I'm 33 years old and I finally found my direction. I refuse to become a glorified prompter. It has been recommended to me already. Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen. I refuse for so many reasons. Oh god, no, I'm not gonna go into that. And more than enough people are being angry and shouty about AI, and they're right. I agree. So I don't know if I need to say anything more about it. Because it's one thing being able to create. I really truly love creating stuff. But what I love most of all is creating with other people, or showing other people that they can create things too. If you're the kind of person who wants to make things, but you feel like there's nothing you can get done, that you're not skillful enough, then you're wrong. And I want to prove it to you that you're wrong. Here I am mixing red and blue together to make a nice grey for the chair that our flower lady is sitting on. I want to do a little bit of YouTube, but also other stuff. I will probably go to art markets. Before all of that, I need to produce a bunch of art that is sellable without thinking about that, because it has to be genuine, it has to be you, it has to be me. I mean, me, what I want to make, what I want to create, my voice. So many things to think about, but I do hope I'm not bringing down the mood, because I'm so excited to get going. I'm so excited to start this creative business thing, whatever form it will take. I just need to get my hands free to get going. I need to be able to do more than just caring for baby and housekeeping. Oh, I will get there. My time will come and I will record it. I know I've been saying that I would record this and record that, but I mean it though. I've got so many ideas and so many video stuff I want to do. Someone recently asked me where my ideas come from. How do I get inspired? How do I come up with things? So where do ideas come from? Where do your ideas come from? Well, I used to be the kind of person who would freeze when coming up with something. I would stare at a blank page and get sweaty hands and things would be difficult. But not anymore. Over the past years, I have learned how to come up with ideas. And like many good things in life, it all started with a book. A book that was so inspiring to me that I can't say that it literally changed my life. Oh well, ideas and where ideas come from, the topic of ideas, something that I could talk about for hours. But I do believe it is becoming time that I talk a little bit more about what I'm doing with my painting. Sometimes you may be looking down at your sketch or painting and think, why does it look like it is floating? And that is because you need to shade. And to make shadows, to paint shadows, I like mixing red and blue together instead of just getting a tube of black or a tube of grey. When you mix the paint yourself, you can choose if you want it to be a warmer dark, a warmer grey, or a cooler grey. If you want it warmer, you add more red. If you want it cooler, you add more blue. And just keep on mixing until you have something that you like. And with watercolors, if it has gotten too dark, you can add water to make it lighter again. Easy peasy. So yeah, I have and am in the process of embracing my inner artist. A part of me that has always been with me and has always been a little shy. Because it's not realistic, right? Making art. Making art for a living. Artists don't make any living. Turns out that many do. Just need to be a little bit clever about it. And by that I do not mean use generative AI. I mean to avoid generative AI as source of the plague, and if you care about your creative brain, then I suggest you do the same. Instead, you can try exploring how to come up with ideas, because it's fun. It's so rewarding to come up with your own thing and then make it. And then you can look at it and think, I just made this. For some final touches on the painting, I added yellows and oranges, because this lady is in the sun, it's relaxing in the sun. So then we need some sunny colors, right? Now that I'm looking at the painting, I do see that if I had more time, I could have done so many more things. But I do see this character come back. I think there's some stories going on here. Well, that was it for today. Thank you so much for watching this video. It has been a blast. I've had so much fun making this, and I'm looking forward to making the next one. So if you don't mind that my next upload might be a couple of months from now, feel free to subscribe. I'd be happy to have you here. For now, I hope you have a lovely day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!